The Friendly Velomobile. This little video series wants to give the viewer insights into the countless beautiful, amusing, kind and nice encounters which the Topid Yellow and its Velonaut experience on their runs. Unfortunately, for some, the Topid Yellow brings fear and trepidation.
Na du, Burschi, das ist was, das hast du noch nicht gesehen, ja. Das hast du noch nicht gesehen. Schnüffelst du mal dran?
Hallo, schöne Weihnachten. Even if the Topid Yellow appears very friendly to many people, it causes ambivalent feelings with animals which we encounter on our tours. There are the very cool cats, which seem to be unperturbed by the appearance of the Velomobile. They do sit self-confidently as if nothing could ever put them out of countenance. With the dogs, mainly their masters or mistresses convey by education or their own relaxed behavior that they need not fear passing vehicles of any kind, but that they are not meant to chase them either. Sometimes we have to accept to be barked at. After all, our appearance is peculiar and needs getting used to. And finally, let the dog bark, for it cannot sing. Unfortunately, many dog owners don't know their dogs well enough or do not have them under sufficient control. Therefore, it happens now and then, when we are passing, that we find ourselves suddenly vehemently attacked by the dog. Although us Velonauts are at eye level with those big dogs, our Velomobile chassis provides a good protection against possible attacks. But this protection does not work when we meet horses, because their hooves can cause a tremendous damage. Those encounters must not inevitably turn out to be problematic, as these examples prove. Here the dogs and the horses alike appear as relaxed as their friendly owners do.
Ist er gutmütig?
Das kennen wir noch nicht.
Ist er gutmütig? Ja, verträgt er das?
Oh ja, wunderbar.
But as flight animals, horses tend to classify every unknown object initially as a potential threat. They easily get terrified when they notice an approaching Velomobile. The screaming yellow color of the Topid Yellow intensifies this effect even further.
Beruhigen Sie ihn erstmal. Wenn Sie hinten an der Abrater Mühle da zur Seite gehen, dann können wir vielleicht vorbeifahren. Nee, führen Sie nicht hier ran, wenn der tritt. Ganz viele Pferde haben Angst vor dem Velomobil. weil sie das nicht kennen und weil diese grellgelbe Farbe sie erschreckt. Dankeschön.
But I've heard from trike or recumbent bike riders that they experience these reactions from horses as well. Here the forward-positioned pedaling legs seem to cause the fear of the horses. When the rider takes his feet down and off the pedals and passes the horses that way very slowly, the horses can endure it much more easily, as I learned from corresponding testimonials. Here, fortunately, the horse and the dogs stay relaxed while I pass with the recumbent bike. Back to the Velomobile. Here the Torpediello meets a horsewoman on the Panorama bicycle track between Kettwig and Velbert.
Hey. Besser absteigen und führen. Besser absteigen und führen. Wenn der austritt, habe ich ein Problem. Geht's?
Ja, ich glaube so.
Na?
Dann rennt er eh rückwärts. Also.
Was können wir denn da machen?
Ich lasse ihn kurz gucken, dann geht's meistens schnell. Oder ich gehe auf die Seite da.
The horse requires a lot of encouragement and reassurance before we can pass carefully.
Dann versuche ich mal darüber zu fahren.
Wenn nur einmal sein Po hier von der Straße kriegen. Ist gut.
Ja, ist fein. Ja, es passiert nichts.
Er muss sich einmal überwinden und dann ist ihm alles okay. Also, sehr gut.
Keine Angst.
Ist gut.
Keine Angst. Ja, ist ja gut. Ich versuche mal.
Sehr gut.
Ja, das machst du fein.
Dankeschön.
Oh,
Sehr gut.
danke. Tschüss.
Danke auch.
While the ponies on the bicycle track have tolerated me passing by from behind stoically, these three donkeys here in no case could accept being bypassed, and their donkey tender got in trouble. Balky as the proverbial obstinate mule, they oppose her and seek out the side of the track for their own. It is not clear anymore who is leading whom. The curious walkers keep their distance for safety reasons.
Dankeschön. Schönen Sonntag.
Well, the intellectual superiority of some cats stays to be unmatched, not only with the animals we encounter. And finally, a few situations of free-ranging dogs which run away from the Torpediello. This dog has run far ahead, but in the face of the approaching Velomobile, he loses courage and runs for cover to his mistress behind the buggy. Here at the station Che, a dog tries to increase the distance to the approaching Velomobile, but finds himself chased by the Torpediello because of the curve I have to take to avoid the speed bumps. He flees to his mistress at first, and then off again when the Velomobile seems to follow him there as well. The ladies take it in good humor. On a rural road, we approach a couple with an anxious free-ranging dog. No, not this one. This is a stray dog which has no problem passing close to the rolling Velomobile. I cautiously ring the bell for not to startle the walkers when I pass them. But with that, the dog notices us and runs away immediately. Because the dog shows no indication of turning around and get back to his owners, I stop to give them the chance to catch their dog.
Gelben Banane, verschrecken von den Hunden.
Ja, ja, ich halte mal deswegen an, damit er Ihnen nicht wegläuft.
Der ist sehr, sehr ängstlich.
Ja, ja.
Das war ja.
Halten Sie ihn besser fest, sonst läuft er Ihnen noch weg.
Ah, deswegen ja.
Ja, ja.
Danke.
Ich habe geklingelt, aber Sie haben mich nicht gehört. Ich habe geklingelt, aber Sie haben mich nicht gehört. Nee, ich wollte nicht hupen, dann verschrecke ich die Hunde noch mehr.
Ja. Nein, er ist ein Hund aus dem Tierheim.
Ja, ja.
Und noch nicht sehr lange bei uns.
But that a dog spontaneously could fall in love with the top-hat yellow was clearly astonishing after all.
Komm, geh weiter.